Siyah üdvözöljük. Siyah üdvözöljük. So, we're here with the marijuana series. Oh no. Let's put the I went to put the compressor on while it was recording to see if it would be cool like that, but it wasn't cool like that. It dropped out the audio. Yeah, I was always like, I shouldn't put a compressor, should I? I should just be the raw audio. And then I'd be listening to it and kind of be jarring and super dynamic. So I just put a soft compressor on. Maybe I shouldn't though, but I do. Maybe some of them there won't be. It's funny, I put compressor on just speaking, storytelling, and then for music, I usually never use compressing for the vocals. Usually never. Though I am experimenting in the time machine, so it's like when I get to compressor era, I do use compressor. Because like, oh, it's available now. Anyway, let's light up this this Uno Gino Bluntino. Blow it into the mic. Here's the mic. Gonna take a puff now. It's taking a puff of the joint. Yeah, the mic just took a puff of the joint. All right. So, the weed series. Now, I remember saying that I was going to tell all the times I took the oil, drank the whole thing. Now, I forget kind of some of them. A few of them I remember a bit. Though, we're going to just go on with Shivratri, the night of Shiva. And now this truly was just a night like any other night. Or was it? This was just like the night before. And seemingly it's going to be just like the night after. And it's just like the night that it is. I had no idea about this Mahashivratri. I had no idea this was the night of Shiva. A certain night when certain astrological geometries are present and equated within the atmosphere. Certain celestial bodies are in certain positions, such as the moon, and certain gravitational pulls at certain angles are curving throughout the cosmos. So the tides are high. Basically, humans are 70% water. Now, when the moon is at a certain place, the tide rises, right? Now, like, not more water gets added, just the tide just moves. Kind of like a little oil spill, like, or like if you have like a glass and there's a little oil droplet on it and you're just rolling it around, like that game Labyrinth with the little marble and you have to get it through. Yeah, you just have like a glass pane, there's a blob of water and you're just moving it around, you know. Or maybe that when the tide rises, water gets less dense. I'm unsure. I should find that out. But anyway, so understand that, and then understand the tides in us rising, like our water's literally getting pulled up to your head more. So like all your blood and everything getting pulled up to your head more. So like everything in your blood, all the data you've retained in your blood and your DNA raises. So you literally just like, your volume just turns up, or like you just get turned up. So if you're a loud talker, maybe you're gonna talk louder this night. If you're a quiet talker, maybe you'll talk a little quieter this night, or maybe you'll talk a little louder. You know, if you're an athlete, you'll be more athletic. It simply is just simply giving more gain to everything that you are. So if you are having a paranoid delusion, or certain emotions or mentalities or thought patterns, these are going to be turned up to an 11 on Shivratri. And this is cool because it's sort of like magnifying glass into your own psyche and the psyche of the cosmos, which is us anyway, as one. And it'll just magnify it for you, and like maybe there was a little hairline fracture that you couldn't see with the naked eye, but a Mahashivratri with the magnifying glass, you saw that hairline fracture. Now you could repair it, or make it worse if you want. Kind of a purging night, it would seem, or an awakening night, or a pop night, like a pop open and look night. And I didn't know this was that night. Okay, I had no idea. So I hadn't smoked marijuana for months and months. 6, 7, 8 months maybe. I hadn't smoked any marijuana, anything. Hadn't done any marijuana, anything. And on this grand old happening of a night, I'm like, I'm gonna go get the strongest marijuana at the store. Ganjika. Maybe I should that out, but I feel like it's simply advertisement. But anyway, so I go in and I get that. It must be exactly what this pre-roll is. I know it was black market, yeah. Black market cherry punch, maybe. I feel like it was a black market though. I just said strongest in this whole mother frick. 3.5 or 7 or something. I got 3.5 of the strongest stuff, and then 3.5 of I don't know what. So I go back home, and I'm like, I'm gonna roll 1 gram blend and I'm gonna smoke it. It's gonna be jokes. I'm gonna get so high. I always love doing that. I always love riding the tolerance breaks and making both things an equally awesome quote unquote droga. I love getting sober. It's like a drug. It's like the come up of a drug. Like if I smoke weed all weekend and I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna smoke weed all week, like I need to just that like through the week of like getting sober, getting more cleared is so cool. It's like if I was addicted to a drug, it'd be like that, like getting sober, like getting off the drug and then being away from it and like looking back and be like, whoa, that's what the drug did. Or, but I don't know. So I would just ride the highs, get high. Tolerance is nothing, so I'm like, bah! Off one hit. And then I just stop smoking weed, let that sobriety come back, that clarity, ride that a bit and smoke again. And that's like, that'd be a DNA stranding like that. Weaving. Anyway. With that, that's just that. That was just that at that time. Maybe I'll do it again. Maybe I'd still do it. Who knows? Who knows what I do? Do I know what I do? Perhaps I know what I do. Do we know what we do? We know what we do. And we don't know what we do. So that's why we're going to find out. Because if you don't know, you're going to find out. So it doesn't matter. So you do know. So we know. So there's no need to even know or not know. Because it's beyond that anyway. So anyway, tell us the darn story. Man, these stories are always, well, these recent ones kind of, I stall because I'm like, dude, getting to the parts of the story, oh man. It's like I feel like I don't even want to tell this stuff. Okay. I roll that joint. It's 1 gram tick cigarette joint. I roll that joint like a cylinder. That's how I roll. So just picture this cylinder. It just looks like a cigarette. 1 gram cigarette of marijuana. Cigarette shaped joint. I'm like, let's go. With the strongest stuff in Ganjaka. Like Area 51 experiment weed that the government's like MK Ultras and the CIA are creating with the mafia and shit. The cartel. And they send it out to the people and see what it can do. It's like alien weed. It's just an experiment. They keep messing with the strains and they're like, yo, send it out and see what this one does. Nah, I'm just joking. Or am I? Anyway. Okay, so I roll this mofo and I'm walking with this joint and I'm smoking it. And here we go. And now you know. I already puffed the puff. The puff isn't going to be unpuffed, it's puffed. And that's how I puff it. When I unpuff it, it puffs. When I puff it, it puffs. When I unpuff it, it unpuffs. When I unpuff it, it puffs. When I puff it, it unpuffs. And when I puff it, it puffs. When I unpuff it, it puffs. So, take a walk around the block, down the park, wherever I go. Smoke this dro. And bro, I'm listening to my iPhone. I'm listening to some music, to some tunes and some tones. And then finally, before I know, I look down and the dro. It's pretty much one moto and it's a blow. And then I throw and I'm back home. And I step in the door and I moonwalk down the hallway. And I gotta light this ting-ting again. Okay. Man. I get inside. Go downstairs and I get high. And no word of a heckin' cry. No lie. Eye to eye, I get so stupidly high that I think I'm gonna die. And I'll tell you why. Simply, I thought they were spies. Okay? So, I start to get ridiculously stoned. And it's chaos. And it's garble and grime and slime and oil slicks and slicky. fear. Because all of a sudden, when I'm just chilling with that trip and it's not bad, and I'm just like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, I'm gonna get really high. They're gonna peak and put on a movie, maybe like draw. I don't know, play some music, make music. Who knows what else? It's gonna happen on this high. Just sit back and watch the mind. Like, this is gonna be fun. And then something just starts hitting all that fear and that weird garble and scarble and what did I say? Oil and slime and slick and tarry goop. And I can see everything. Or can I? And they're like, yo. And who's like, yo? And Stella had been in Calgary, right? And I'm like, yo, I think she's coming. Because I thought she was like, it was like the time, near the time when she was coming back to here, to Mississauga, for Christmas and stuff. And I'm just like, yo, a call. Oh, man. Hello? Bruv. Bruv, it's the border service. Fucking hell, they cut me now, eh? Won't ever catch me in Mississauga, bruv. Fuck England, man. I'm in Mississauga now. I'm kidding, I love England. Like, I didn't mean it like that. But like, you're not gonna find me in Mississauga, fam. You're not gonna get me out. You're not gonna ice me out. So anyway. Holy. Like, where do I start? I guess I'm stalling because I'm trying to remember like where to start. I always want to get that initial moment of the initial part correct. Like, I feel like I need to like get as close to the beginning as possible and tell it exactly how, and start from there. Anyway, I can start from anywhere. So I start getting high and like I start thinking Stella has come back to Mississauga. And I start thinking she's so pissed at the fights we had that she wants me dead. Or like she basically doesn't care if I die or not. And then like I start thinking, I start seeing like, what name did I give this form, this human, this beyondment? What name did I give this person? From the sexual shenanigans story with Yellow, I think I said. The one with Yellow. I was seeing him, like, I was like, I'm getting telepathic messages from these people. And it was him. We'll call him Dude. Dude was like ready to fucking. Oh, I think this is where it started. All of a sudden, I get this sense, this knowing. Just this like vision, these visions in the mind. Like I'm just like, oh, you're seeing this from like, it's happening like just down the street. You're just like getting it transmitted at this perspective. And it was just them, and it was him in the car, in a they were in like a van. The light was on in the van, like the inside light. Yeah, of course, the light in the. It was like a minivan, a silver minivan. And who's there? It's like, what did I just call him? Dude, I think Del Sorte. Maybe X-Knife was in there, or maybe not. I think maybe Airy Baby. A few other people that I'm unsure. I'm unsure. Just a lot of people I knew. There's like people I knew, and there was like a bunch of people in the car. Some people were gonna be in the car, and then some people were like not in the car. Like a whole another half of people that I knew though. And then there was even a little bit more people in Del Sorte's company, like this place he said he owns his company. I don't know if I can say this name, but it's a internet cafe with VR and also archery tag with real bullets and real arrows and no armor. So anyway, he's in, I don't know, they're all in the car, and dude is like he's just rocking back and forth laughing, like his like laugh he would do like like his crazy laugh, and they're all just like, yo, you ready? Yo, you guys ready? Oh, we're gonna fucking do this. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And something was saying like, yeah, down the street, and then they had knives because the light was on in the minivan, and they were just looking at their knives. I saw like knives, and I'm like, what the and they were gonna come kill me. That was what was gonna go on. That was what apparently like that was the information that I'm like, yo, they're all about to come kill me. Like these are people I pissed. Like I'm like, anyone I ever like did anything wrong to is coming now. Like they're getting ready to kill me. So like Airy Baby, cause the shoes and the Blockbuster DVD, and then dude cause yellow, and I don't know who else was there, but just like other people who like if I was ever being retarded, like I felt like I was, cause like I was going through this like dude, I swear it was like psychosis that I was like going through for a long time, and I had to clear it, and I finally fixed it. So I thought it was gone, but like this night of Shiva, like this was a psychotic episode. Like never, I never thought you could have a psychotic episode like this. Like this was like a movie psychotic episode. Like what's a psychotic episode in a movie that's serious? Like the hallucinations and shit. Actually, it was all happening in my mind, but I swear it was real. And then I swear people were like around the house. So I'm getting ready to die. And I'm just like, yo. So anyway, yeah, like other times when I'd have these like, when my psyche would be going crazy, it was when I like started to meditate. And like I was just going so nuts and being like, I felt like in like group situations I was being a vibe killer because I'd be so silent and weird and sketchy and scared. Like I wasn't doing drugs. It was just like I was like paranoid everyone is gonna kill me all the time, or like just other stupid shit, or like, you know, like girls were sleeping around and stuff. Just stuff that was like, what? Schizo stuff. And so this night was the craziest one I ever had in my life, basically. Like I've never had like an episode, like I've had like, I'm tripping in my head, like, and I'm like, but like never like what that was. And that was, I felt like that was like the clearance. That was like a clearance of it. It was like all of this trash jumbled into one mental breakdown, and it's just like dumps. Because that was like everything in one. That was like people, like these people didn't know each other. Like how are you, like some of the people in the car, I'm like, when did you meet? And like the people outside of the car, I'm like, when the fuck did you, how do you know? And it was just like, this is way too fucked up, but like, you have to hate someone so much if you just, because like, maybe they knew each other a long time ago, I'm thinking, but now I'm just like, before I was like, yo, if you like just meet these people and you're already like, yeah, let's go kill this kid because we both don't like him for like the most menial thing ever. Like, oh yeah, he was just being sketchy at this party once, and he was like a vibe killer, and like, yeah, we're gonna kill him for that. And people were like, oh yeah, well, he fucked my freaking girl. I mean, a fair business happened. And so I wish it never happened. So anyway, but who knows what life is. I do, Mrs. Fizzle. What does life mean, Devin? Oh, whoa, well now. What? Let's do a voice impression of Miss Frizzle. Oh, oh, well now. Class, Devin. Probably sounds so stupid. What do you think life is? Anyway, so where was I with this story? I'm getting tripped out to say it because it was such a huge psychotic episode. The only one I've ever had. The only like worst one was when I lived with Val. I thought cops were outside, but they weren't. That was it. And it was like super quick, and I was high on weed. It was like nothing. It was like a salvia, like cops were outside, and it stopped. And I was like on my hands and knees looking out the window. Oh, I think I said that. Anyway, like I thought that was all gone, but like on this night, it was like the final, like a pimple popping, and it just all popped out the top of my head and left and cleared and healed and harmonized and got straight. So I am like, yo, I'm about to die, and like these people are gonna come kill me, and then I'm just waiting downstairs, like literally waiting for it, because I know it. I know they're there, and like they're parked outside right now. And then I start hearing hearing and seeing people like in my, like as if they're like transmitting like to me, or talking to each other, or like I'm just seeing things, and they're like talking like, yeah, we gotta kill him. And they're in the they're sitting in the building, the company, Del Sorte's company, and they're just people, like a whole bunch of people are sitting there like laughing, like, oh, this kid has to die right now. And they're already in the car like laughing. They're some driving here. They drive here. They're all parked outside. I'm like, yo, how are they gonna do this? And then I'm like, yo, they're all around the house right now. I could hear them and feel them. It's like Tilo. I'm seeing through the wall. I'm on listen mode, full time. And I'm like, yo, Lone Wolf is on right. Like I'm saying stupid shit in my head. I'm like, yo, Lone Wolf is on right now. Times a million. I'm just like, am I gonna like just sit here or am I gonna start fucking snapping? I'm like, no, yo, I'm actually gonna win. I'm just like, yo, I'm actually gonna win. We're gonna fuck him up. I'm just like, I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. I'm like, I don't even care, but I'm gonna die. And then I just start like, I'm just like, okay. I run upstairs. I'm like, yo, this has to happen. I'm like, father, mother. Like, they're outside. I'm about to die. They're coming. They're coming in now. They're like, what? I'm like, no, they're coming in right now. Like, it's probably over. Because I'm hearing, oh yeah, before, when I'm downstairs, I'm also hearing them upstairs, like, as if they're, like, also, it's like we're, dude, are these just, like, random numbers? Oh, father. Hello? What kind of food? To order? To send an order? Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, farewell. Okay, so I gotta send an order. Of num nums. Of food. Anyway, I'm ready to die. And I tell the parents, I'm about to die. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah. Like, what? I'm like, soon. Like, they're around the house right now. Like, I'm dead. Like, they're gonna come in. And I'm just sitting upstairs with them. I'm just like, yo. I'm like, they're gonna come right through this window. Father and mother. Fajan Maja. It's over. And I'm super serious because I really think I'm about to die. I think they're just about to bust in without a care in the world and like brute force barrel straight for DeVonQi because I feel that is how serious they are to get me away. They're like, this kid is so annoying in this world. And a pain that we are gonna kill him. Like, just like, do it no matter what now. Like, if he's like in Fort Knox, we're gonna go right through the wall and kill him. And I was super serious that this was what was the truth. So I just I'm back downstairs. I start like packing a backpack with the laptop, the soundboard, some stuff, like who knows, other important things, phones, whatever, journals, books, and a few clothes and stuff, and then like money and stuff. I just went upstairs and I was like, first I'm thinking down there, I'm like, yo, how am I gonna get out there? I'm like, do I just get out and go running? Cause then something started happening where I was like, oh, maybe they're not outside. And I started thinking, like, hearing them go like, yo, we're gonna do it at 2 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 3 a.m. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna fucking bust in here like at that time. Then I was just like thinking and seeing, feeling like I'm sensing them and like, yo, they're not out there anymore. Or are they? Maybe they're being really quiet. And I was just like, okay, should I just walk outside and just start walking on the road? Should I just start walking on the road? and not look behind me, not look to see if they're like sitting at the perimeter of the house. I'm like, they're all around the perimeter, Father. Like they're all around the perimeter. He's like, no, they're like, what are you talking about? Like no one's here. And I'm just like, dude, I have to leave. So I pack up the bag, right? And I come upstairs. I'm like, okay, you know what? You need to escort. I need an escort out. And you need to possibly give her a ride to the airport. Okay? I was on the whatever air website, airline, air ticket website. And I'm trying to buy tickets to Manitoba ASAP. Like I'm like, I have to leave the city. Okay, now I'm starting to kind of... Okay. Yeah. I had to leave the city ASAP. Or else that was it. I had to get to Manitoba, so I was looking, I'm like, I can't find anything, really, I don't know. I'm like way too high. I'm just like, no, I'm way too high, but like, I don't think there's anything. So I have to go to the airport and just stay there until a ticket comes available. So I say that, my dad's like, what the hell? No. I'm like, you have to escort. They're outside. I need an escort. I can't just walk out. Like I could try, but I don't know if they're there or not. And he's like, who's out there? I'm like, everyone I pissed off ever in my life. He's like who? I'm like people, like certain people. And in my head, I'm just like, I have not pissed anyone off in my life except maybe, well, like not like that hard. I mean, for death, but maybe dude would be super pissed. And maybe parents, I don't know, maybe I made a lot of people mad. I don't know, who knows what people would kill for. So anyway, I was like, yeah, holy, I have to go. You have to escort. We have to go to the airport. I need to leave the city now. He's like, you're not going to leave the city? What? I'm like, okay, I'm going to walk out by myself. He's like, no, you're not. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I don't know. So I just went downstairs and stayed down there. I'm like, F it. They'll come in and I'll smack. I didn't even get ready for it. Like, I didn't even get like weapons and shit. I just sat on the bed and I'm like, bro, I'll hear them coming. Bro, I'm gone. I'm not dying tonight. Or I am dying tonight. And I swear, like, you know when you like look in your mind and you can see the future, kind of predict like, you know, tomorrow I'm gonna get up and do this. Like you could feel it. Like you could like bring yourself there. Like in 2 weeks I'm gonna be here. In 10 years, I'll be like you know like you're gonna be there, right? Who knows? What I'm saying is, when I did that this night, like after this, like I was just like, okay, am I tripping or not? I'm like, let me just stop thinking all this stuff. So this could be a lesson. I just look, I'll just get out of all this nonsense, chaotic, paranoid, real or fake thoughts, and I'll just go straight to like what I would assume is a source thing, which would be, okay, let's just see if I die tonight or not. Okay. What happens tomorrow when I wake up? Do I wake up tomorrow? And in the mind, I could see just nothing, which is a orange, purple, black tunnel of nothing. Like a tunnel into a wall. Into a tunnel into a wall. But like, as one thing. A tunnel wall thing. Purple, orange, black, tunnel wall. It was like crackling and like veining in. The purple, yellow, and black was just like, looked like that universe thing. And it was just like nothing happens, basically saying. Because like I'd always see a picture, you know, like I could picture like I'm eating breakfast, but I couldn't picture anything. It was just, okay, try to picture it in 5 years, like just picture it. All like biological processes and everything, just picture everything in 5 years. Accumulate all the data running now into 5 years. And what's the picture? That tunnel again. And I kept going, you know, like I try to see this anything and there's nothing. And it's like saying like you die. You die tonight at like around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Like you will be stabbed to death or something. Like you're dead. And I remember seeing like when they were all talking in the company. I just remember seeing like them like, yeah, we gotta kill him. And I remember Airy Baby was there in the thing too. Like a bunch of people. Like that's where like X Knife was in there. Like the I forget the name I gave to the man who fell in the forest when he fainted from low blood sugar right at the entrance when the bong was out. Anyway, like everyone was there. So many people from other schools and stuff that I know. That I'm like, all these people know each other, and like it all came to like we have to kill Devin. I was like, damn. When I was gone in Japan, some stuff was going down. So, and I remember Airy Baby going like, "You died, like you died," because they were all like, and like they would each like they would all be talking to each other and then like look to Devin and just say something, and like or like just do a look like, or like just like acknowledge that like, yeah, we know you know that you're about to die right now. And like Stella was like, yo, we're sending mans. Like it was like soldiers marching. She was like showing soldiers marching from her mind. She's like, we got mads. And like, did I say the friend? The funny fail threesome friend? I forget what I called her. Holy. We'll call her Veal Parmigiana. Veal Parmigiana was there, and she kind of like looked over like, yo, he's done. And I remember like seeing Stella first at her house, and that's when they were talking about. Yeah, that was they started talking. Or I think these were. Oh no, this was like a bunch of days after and stuff. I think. Yeah. Okay. All this crazy shit in the head just was like going away, and it kept coming back in like lower and lower doses every time I would smoke weed. Because after that, I smoked weed for a bit. Like, it wasn't a 6 month break ever again. It was like way less than that all the time. So anyway, man, I forgot to send this order. I shall be back. Okay. I had to send a freaking order and like I forgot. So, Night of Shiva. I'm tripping. Thinking I'm about to die. I got so high I thought I was gonna die. I thought people were coming to kill. So finally, it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm like, no one's coming in. No one's coming in. And mother still stayed up. Father went to sleep. Mother stayed up. I guess to make sure I wouldn't leave. Because like I was like, yo, I'm going. I have to go. I would have went. Like I imagine if I lived alone, I might have went. But who knows what would have happened when I got to the airport. If the trip would have been like changed. So I just go upstairs and I'm like, I have to leave or something. Like I start saying that to mother. She's like, no, Devin, go. downstairs. Oh, and I was like, also telling them, I'm like, yo, you guys, like when they were awake, and I first went up and told them, like, don't you guys know? You guys know, right? They're like, no, we don't know anything. I'm like, you guys know. Like, you guys know this is about to happen. Like, but like, we have to accept it, right? They're like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, you guys know I'm about to die. I swear you do. Like, you know they're coming and shit. But like, it's like, Devin, like, you fucked up. Like, I don't know what we can do. Like, too many people are coming for you now. That's what I thought. And I'm like, you guys know that. Like, you guys just were saying. And like, we don't know anything. And then I just... Dude, that joint is done. And now I'm just drinking a CBD drink. So, holy. I'm just chilling. Telling mother after. So anyway, yeah. Like, you guys know, they're like, no, we don't. Anyway, after I'm just talking to mother, only us. It's like 4 a.m. this time. I'm like, I have to leave now, mother. I'm not screaming, but she's like, no. She's like, Devin, go have a shower and go to sleep. I'm like, I can't. She's like, go have a shower and go to sleep. She keeps saying that. She keeps repeating it. And I'm like, I can't. If I go in the shower, I kept picturing I go in the shower, and then they come kill me in the washroom and just stab me in the shower. And I'm like, and I started thinking like parents were in on it. That was what I was trying to say. I'm like, you guys know, and you guys like are in on it. Like, you kind of like want me to die too. Like, yeah, that was part of the, when it was like first starting, when I was first seeing the car and stuff, I was hearing them upstairs kind of like, yeah, finally, like, good riddance to this annoying burden. And like, finish, like, put him out of his misery. Like, mama was like saying that. I was like, what the fuck? But I'm just like, is this a trip or not? Because this is so real. And I'm like, if this is a trip, I have an evil mind to myself and to others, like, or whatever it can be called. Just destroy that part of the mind. But like, it felt like it could be something like life, reality could get to that. Like, that wasn't maybe reality at the point, but it was like reality could have been that. Like, you can actually do so many such and such combinations of moves and grooves in life that your reality would actually be that. Like, they would actually be outside, and my parents would actually be like, finally get rid of this fuck. I wonder how far I would have to go in life to do that. How far that way? I mean, I'm not gonna, I guess I know. I don't need to know. Because I wouldn't want that to be real. For anyone. Unless they wished. But then I'd be like, do you really wish? And anyway, we should be like, do we really wish what we really wish? So, or we should what? Who knows what we should do? So, yeah. I was like, mother, you are saying go to the shower because you know this is it. Like, you're like, finally. Now we lure him into the shower, make him go in the shower, and then you guys run in. I thought that's what it was. She's like, go in the shower, I'm gonna watch you. I'm like, no, don't watch me. So I freaking went in the shower, I guess, really like 3 seconds. Came out. Maybe I stayed in there a bit longer. I kind of like relaxed a bit in there. And I did go to sleep, and I woke up probably like 6 or 7. Ran upstairs, looked to the window, looked to the door. Went back down to sleep. Woke up again. Somewhere in the middle of the night, Mama was like, when they were both up, Mama was like, what did you do? Or, oh, I remember it started to, like, I started to, like, death. Okay, that, is something I can say. The vibe of death, like a veil, a blanket, a layer of death came upon, loomed over, and like slipped through. And it was like you could smell death. You can taste it. I was like, holy crap. This is what I like. Some of the things I imagined once. So I was like, who knows if I made it up or. But like, obviously, I don't know. Imagine people were actually outside and then they just left. But I asked people, but it was weird because like then the next day or 2 days later, Stella called from Calgary, and she's like, Devin, you gotta like chill out. You're gonna get killed. I was like, what? He's like, the way you act or something. I forgot what she said. She said, like, you gotta blend more into the matrix, she said. You can't be that little hair sticking out. You're gonna get killed. And I was just like, well, then we better defend ourselves then if that's gonna happen. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna get lived. So, if you come along, Stella. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but Stella, we're gonna live to be 400. We're gonna die because we want to on another planet. Trust. No need. Anyway, I just get ready to die. Okay, I'm still getting ready to die, like the next day and stuff. And then the third day kind of just went away. And then that's when Stella called and said all that. Man. What else happened? I'm pretty stoned. Holy. I just got so high I thought I was gonna die. I remember going to work the next day. I was like, yo, I got so high I thought I was gonna die. And I was still super high and I was still kind of serious. I was like, no, I'm serious though. Like, I still think I might die, but I was trying to make a joke out of it. Oh yeah, and then I think the next day or that night, who knows, I started texting. Who did I text? Well, I'm unsure if it was the night I was high or like the next, but it might have been, I don't know, maybe the next. And I texted him like, yo, I started texting Del Sorte because I was like, yo, like, are you trying to kill me or something? I don't even know. I forget. I was like, dude, I thought you guys were trying to come kill me and shit. Like, what the hell's going on? And he's like, yo, stop doing drugs and shit. I'm like, I got high and I thought you guys were gonna kill me. I smoked a joint, the strongest stuff. He's like, stop drinking, stop doing drugs. Because I was also still pissed. Like, I was like, dude, I'm pissed. about what I just like found out, and also I have to die now. Yo, go ahead. I'll freaking bat you all with the baseball bat and the arrow. I'll have an arrow, just an arrow in one hand and a baseball bat in the other, and I'll be like, stab like Legolas, gronk on the head, stab like Legolas, gronk on the head, stab like Legolas, gronk on the head, and there's two more coming. I'm like, wah, 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 wah. I whip the bat like a frisbee. It's like, bow on the head, and then the other guy's running, and I whip the arrow as hard as a bitch backwards, and it goes arrow side into his dick. Arrow side, right into his forehead. The hardest part of the skull, right through it. That's so hard I whipped that hole. Bonk in the head. And that was it. What was I saying? That's what I thought I was going to do. Anyway, so yeah. I think I'm going to die in this. So on that night, I think I was going to die. I will live forever. I'll erase that. Actually, I guess just leave it. I'll just live to be however old I want. We can live to be however old we want. Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna cut out all this dead air because holy, I can't even remember things anymore because I smoked that joint and told this story. I didn't want it to be an hour, like the whatever. So Night of Shiva, whatever. It's cool to be an hour. Night of Shiva. I thought I was gonna die. The next day is when I was on YouTube and I saw the Night of Shiva Mahashivratri. And I was like, whoa. Last night, the night I got the weed for the first time in like months and months, I smoke it and it was the Night of Shiva. And that's when I saw videos and Sadhguru said, it enhances anything that you are, just like I was saying before. I was saying it from when he said it, though he said it in his own way. Anyway, so I guess just enhanced like a psychosis episode, and it really showed how real shit can get, but how absurd. Because Del Sorte was like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, then I was asking, like, I think I asked Gusty Baby. I was just talking to people. I was like, what the hell happened? And then, like, do people want to kill me? People were like, what? Anyway, so yeah, that was trippy. That was a trippy experience. So many experiences happened in that experience. Man. So weird. Man. Man. So high I forgot. What the heck? Like I think it ends there. Like that's what happened on the night of Shiva. Got so high I thought I was gonna die. I explained pretty much everything and then it just kinda trailed off. I wanted to continue but there's really nothing to say. But I feel like I just wanted to say random things I thought. Just how real, like I guess how real it was so weird. So weird. Super weird. How real it felt. Like you couldn't convince that death was not there. Like it was just like, dude, I know I'm going to die. Like I know it. Like tonight is the actual night I die. And I'm like looking around like, holy, this is where I die. Like this is what I leave. And it's like, is that a near-death experience? Can that be classified? Like I feel like the most near-death experience I had was either almost getting swept out into the ocean when I was like 8. Oh yeah, that one in the forest. And then there's like drug ones, which is like the THC oil, and then that Shiva night. The Shiva night was like a mind one. The oil was the one like kind of physical. Well, they were all physical and mental at the same time. And everything else, I mean, you know, very trippy. Very trippy indeed. Very trippy indeed. Very trippy indeed. Anyway, farewell. Beyond, beyond, yonder, not here, no, now. I can see inside your head. I know what you said. But I'm thinking maybe it's just an excellent gift. Wicked